Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5. I thought I would give a kind of a account update. I really don't really, I kind of stopped doing account updates because I hate doing videos saying that I'm going to do more videos. That's not a promise that I can keep. I don't mind EDC updates, but I hate making videos promising more videos. Instead of making a video promising other videos, I'll just make those videos as time allots. But I thought I'd do an account update, kind of do a little vlog video. Never mind the swollen eye. I kind of got a eye infection of some sort. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty noticeable. It's a little bit painful to the touch and to the blink, but I'm more disappointed in its aesthetic properties than its physical pain content. Let's get to the video though. I've been carrying concealed pretty consistently for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and there was basically 2 places I don't carry. At my place of business, which I work at a public school, I can get signed off to carry at the school. My school does allow staff to be armed, but they have to be written off. They have to, be voted on, I guess, by the board and say, okay, we trust this guy to carry a gun. And I could probably do that, but I really don't want to. I don't want to be responsible for a hostage situation. I don't feel I could handle that situation sufficiently, so instead of volunteering, hey, I want to carry a gun at school, I'll let other people handle that situation because I'm not the best shot in the world, and if it's an active shooter situation, there's no negotiation. They have to be shot, and I think I would screw that up. Anyways, I've been carrying for about 3 or 4 weeks, mostly my Walther PPKS on PPSM2 in 9mm, and I've also carried my FN Fabrique Nationale 1905-1906. I carry that when I don't want to really wear jeans or anything like. If I'm wearing just shorts, I'll probably carry my 1905-1906 FN 25 caliber. But mostly carrying the 9, and I must say that I am pleasantly surprised about how comfortable the guns are to carry. Now, I've been having some clothing issues. Most of my clothes I try to buy to have a fitted cut to them to make me appear more muscular or trim, so they don't accommodate carry like a more baggy or loose-fitting short may. They don't accommodate carry that much. So I'm buying concealed carry clothes that make concealed carry easier. Something's coming in the mail Monday that I can't wait to show y'all after some use, of course. Well, I can show it to you without use, but I won't be able to review it until after I wore it for a little bit. But I'm trying to shop for clothes that are concealed carry friendly, but also look good, but do not look tactical. I don't want to look tactical or mall ninja or anything like that. I want to just look like an average Joe. Don't put a shoot me first sign on me. I just want to blend into the, scenery. But I don't want to be a gray man either. To me, that's taken it a little bit too extreme. But not a bad concept. It's just, it's not necessary on day-to-day life. But anyway, so I'm carrying. I don't carry at school, but I do keep a gun in my vehicle at the school, and I don't carry in nightclubs. So I can't legally carry there, so I don't carry there. But yeah, it's been surprisingly comfortable and not that big of a deal. I have noticed that I now can relate to chicks that have shorts on You know, when they bend over, they have to hold their short down. I kind of have to do the same thing when I'm wearing my gun, hold my short down so it doesn't ride up and display my gun. So that's kind of an interesting concept that I never thought of before. What else? There's two custom knives that I'd really like to get, but I don't have the money right now. I'm trying to save money, and not only save money to be responsible, but save money to get these higher quality knives. But I also want to get affordable knives. I don't want to specialize in just high-end knives. I want to get something that appeals to everybody. But I found this one knife maker that is ABS Bladesmith certified. He's a junior smith right now, and I'd like to get his products. His most expensive product is a little bit over $300. I think the other product he has is like $250 to $270, and those a cold steel knife that I want. There's some Colombian River Knife Tool products that I want, but I'm trying to save money. And I guess, would you be interested in a ABS Bowie that's somewhat affordable compared to other ABS Bowie knives? Maybe doing a battle of the Bowies with this Junior Smith knife. It's going to take me a while to save up the money. You know, several months. But I just really want this knife, and a lot of times when I buy an expensive knife that I think, oh, everybody's going to be really interested in seeing this, and you know, then I make a video and hardly nobody watches it. And I think people in general are more interested in knives that they are capable of obtaining. Now, I love watching videos on all sorts of cutlery, even if I have no ability to attain it. I just want to be exposed to it. I'm not trying to be a hipster, but I like some of the more lesser known products because, you know, let's just use the Tenacious for example. Almost every single channel has a Tenacious review. I don't want to be just one of 100 reviews of a particular product. I want to introduce you to stuff that you might not have heard of before, and give some of these lesser known knives designers and makers some exposure. But again, it's kind of a gamble. I save up the money to get this, and that particular video doesn't get a whole lot of exposure. But so yeah, I'm thinking about getting a hand forged knife, or maybe two of them if I can afford it. The one Bowie and the one EDC knife. YouTube Adpocalypse is hitting me pretty hard, and they demonetized my K-Bar video, which was my viral video. They even demonetized a video where I stated new Texas law. When the new Texas law came into effect, I was like, hey, in Texas you can legally carry this. And there was nothing graphic in there. There was nothing vulgar. I simply said, hey, you can legally carry a Bowie knife. You can legally carry a sword, although I don't recommend it. And they demonetized it. And it's legal law. There was nothing bad about it. But yeah, YouTube Adpocalypse has hit me. I think I made a video talking about that. Also, here lately I've been being trolled a lot by one particular guy, and just got called a nerd by this other guy. I'll explain that one later. But this one guy, he started commenting on my videos and spelling certain words how he hears me pronounce them, which he misspells them on purpose to make fun of my speech. And for the most part, I've been ignoring him. But you know, if you're watching this video, I want to just say that I know life is hard, and everything in your life isn't probably going the way you want it to. You might be having problems in school, you might be having problems with relationships, and if making fun of my speech something that's that obvious to the whole world that I have an issue with, if that brings you just a little bit of joy, I'm okay with that. Um, you know, if it makes you feel a little bit better and makes you able to bear life, I'm happy to help. So I just want to get that out of the way. I mean, it is kind of annoying having about 15 comments, pretty much the same comment, quoting me and then misspelling my quote. Uh, but yeah, go ahead. I have. It's annoying, but I'm glad I can help you. Now, this is pretty interesting. I got a new troll today on my brass knuckle video talking about how to wear them or how to, you know, not to do this, but to bring them down. And for some reason, a lot of people don't like that. They were like, you don't know what you're talking about and stuff. And I was like, yes, I do, because I've actually hit things with this. I know if you hit stuff with this as opposed to this, this will break your hand, and this will not. And this, you can hit a lot harder with it. But in my video, I was explaining this. I had a guy say, I'm about 1,000% confident that he has no fight experience. Where does he get this from? And he called me a nerd. He was like, I'm 1,000% confident that this nerd has zero fight experience. And I thought this was hilarious. He obviously doesn't know me. Yeah, I mean, my longtime subscribers know that I have a history of violence, not because I'm inherently a violent person. It's just that I was bullied a lot, and I got beat up, I got picked on, all that stuff. And sometimes the only way you can stop that is to be violent back. And like when I was in kindergarten, I was like getting in fights on a daily basis, which if you could call them fights, I was just I was in kindergarten, so I couldn't really do anything. But I did bite a guy once and made him cry. In junior high, I told the story about where I had 3 guys picking on me, and they already hit me a couple of times in the middle class. And I pulled out a combination lock and stared them down and said, go ahead and make the next move. I didn't actually say that, but I said that without actually saying it. They said, what are you going to do? Get your brother? And I tapped the combination lock that was around my finger on the table. I said, no, I can take care of myself. And I stared them down. And that stopped the violence. I've been pretty violent, in almost every stage of my life. Not overly violent. Well, there was a few times I was a little bit overly violent. But there was just a point where you get tired of the BS and you want to stop it. And sometimes stopping the BS, the only way to stop BS is by being violent. And I explained this to him in the comment. I said, hey, I've been picked on a lot, and the only way you can stop bullies sometimes is to be violent back or to fight back. And I told him I was also in Taekwondo, and I have a martial arts background. I told him about my martial arts club that me and my brother held at my house. I don't claim to be a great fighter. I don't even claim to be a fighter. I just defend myself and defend the people I care about. And I really try to avoid violent situations. And I've explained this in past videos too. If I think that a situation is a bad situation, I'll try to remove myself from that situation. If there's not an opportunity for me to remove myself from that situation, well, I guess whatever happens, happens. But I thought that was really funny. He left that comment and then he called me a nerd. This is the second time in my life that I was called a nerd. The first time I was in elementary school and a girl called me a nerd, and I was like, I'm not a nerd. She's like, yes, you are. You like science and stuff, and you're good at it. I was like, okay. I guess if that's what a nerd is, I guess I'm a nerd because I like science. She later apologized to me. I don't know why. Maybe what her friends told her that wasn't cool. But yeah. So I've been, and don't get this the wrong way. I don't like trolls, but if you don't have trolls, then you're not making YouTube videos. If you make a YouTube video, you're going to get trolls, and I wish that some of the people would be a little bit more original in their trolling. Like the guy who types out words how I pronounce them, that's been happening ever since I got on YouTube. It's nothing new. And I've had people question my knowledge. I've had people call me retarded on videos on even when the things that I said were scientific, factual things. So, yeah, that's about it. That's what's been going on so far. I'm trying to decide if I want to save my money up for more clothes, concealed carry friendly clothing, or that ABS knife or knives. Well, I'd only have to be able to buy one at a time, but yeah. So any feedback? I've gotten some, not a lot, but I've gotten some pretty good feedback on my concealed carry video about bullets that some people want recommend carrying. I got some holster recommendations. I'm very happy with that feedback. I got two good holsters in my opinion, but Kydex has been recommended to me. I think it'll be. I don't tuck my shirt in that often, but I think it'll be kind of cool to get a holster that I can tuck in if I wanted. Let's see, can I think of anything else? Alright. I really need to change the sights on this. I want to get a fiber optic front sight. Maybe some fiber optic rear sights. But sights for this gun, or for parts for this gun in particular, are expensive. But yeah, I like to get fiber optics on this. I don't really like tritium. These aren't tritium, but I really don't like tritium sights. They're pretty useless in my opinion. I also need a fiber optic sight for my Ruger Mark III, which is probably my favorite gun that I own. But yeah, I guess that's it. Would love some feedback on guns, knives, concealed carry, any of that stuff. I'm fairly new to the concealed carry world, and I've been carrying knives forever because I didn't have a concealed carry permit, and knives were like, okay, that seems like the next best deal. But in about 3 weeks, I'm going to be going on a business trip, and I'm going to be carrying a gun and a Cold Steel OSS, and I'll show you that setup when that comes, or when it's time. So that's it. I hope you have a great day. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.